What is going on, everybody? I just wanted to give y'all a quick announcement before the start of this week's chapter reaction that tomorrow we will be celebrating episode 1000 here on the channel live. I plan on live streaming my reaction to the episode so we can have that experience all together. I'm still not sure how to do anything with a timer or putting any of that on screen at this point in time, but I want to figure it out because this is going to be something really special, episode 1000. And I want to live stream the reaction to it, and so we can all experience that together. So if you're interested in that, tomorrow at around 10:30 or 11 o'clock Eastern time, we'll be live streaming the reaction to episode 1000, so we can all experience it together, man. So if you're interested in that, come check it out. And if not, I'll see y'all next time. Here's a chapter video.
Hey, yo! Hold up. Listen, man, have y'all ever received like some type of information and you're afraid to dive in some more because you don't want to get spoiled? That's me right now. That's me right now, man. I received word of the new One Piece movie and what it's called, and my brain went, wait, right? That thing started spinning, it started rolling. Man. I was already hyped. I'm already hyped, man. This is episode 1000 weekend. I'm expecting banger after banger after banger. But when I saw the name, I was like, whoa. So, hold up. After this chapter video, that's the very first thing I'm doing. Is I'm running straight over there and I'm going to find out some more information to see what's going on. Because there's only one man that I can think of with a title like that. You feel me? So I'm like, hold up. So we're here today. Listen, man, you know what? Before we get into anything, I'm feeling the hype, man. It's already flowing through my veins. I don't know what's in store here. But y'all know how we get here on the channel, man. So just a good warning to anyone who's new here. If you are not, and if you do not like the words goat, raw, fire, and peak fiction, then click off the video, because that's what we're all about here on this channel, especially when talking about the best-selling manga in history. Are you kidding me? Listen, man, we are here today to talk about the latest installment in that Wano and Onigashima awesome sauce of the one and the only that One Piece. Let's just get right into it, dude. Let's just get right into it, because if not, I'm going to lose my mind. Listen, like I said, I was already hyped. We're coming off a break. The last chapter was one of my favorite chapters in this entire arc. Episode 1000 is tomorrow. I'm already hyped, man. And then you send me this, and I'm like, without any context, no other context. And I'm like, all right, man. So I'm losing my mind. All right, I'm losing my mind. But here we go. Chapter 1032. And the title of this week's chapter of one. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, man. Is chapter 1032, Odin's Beloved Sword. Odin's beloved sword. Ooh, man. We even got Yamato on the cover page. It's a 50 out of 10 chapter. Listen, it hasn't failed yet. When Yamato's on the color or the cover pages. Go chapters. I don't make the rules. So here we have some individuals, Animal Crossing. Yamato making a delivery with black cats. Yo, shout out to Fukada Shin Kokoro. Shout out to this individual. Reference to the Japanese company Yamato Transport, which uses 2 black cats. Oh, that's cool. See, I would have never gotten that reference if it wasn't for that. So shout out to that person. The design in the back reminds me a lot of Whiskey Peak, honestly. But yo, shout out to Yamato. Best Amazon delivery girl on the planet. But let's get right into it, man. What's the big idea, Izo? And we start off with Marco in his Phoenix form. He's flexing, he's moving, he's flying high. What's the big idea, Izo? about the giant yokai made me feel uneasy. Wait, it's a pain to fly you around when I'm injured, Yoi. Sorry, that announcement about the giant yokai made me feel uneasy. Where did a thing like that come from? The castle's on fire, and look at Big Mom, bro. We see Marco and Izo flying by Big Mom, and we see her right here on the left, still with the wide eyes. I mean, menacing last week. Menacing. Try not to get too sidetracked, Yoi. Right. The samurai are blocking the way out. Fetch the cannon. We'll be burned alive if we don't get to that floor. Second basement. Oh, and we're back here to the Apu, Drake, and Yamato stuff. Second basement. Young master, please hear me out. I told you I'm busy. Quit following me like, yo, Apu, we know that your heart goes ba-doom, ba-doom, but I can't blame you. You feel me? I know you have your hard eye. You're like, whoa, what is this rhythm in my being? Is it some sort of new song? You know, my heart is dun, 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 dun. You know, it's creating this new rhythm, and I'm out here, I'm trying to hit some beats. But I can't do it with you in my presence, son. Like, yo, I need you to stay here so that this beat doesn't go away. This is a brand new tune. This is a new banger. This is that Apu classic. I'm putting this on 91 hits. I'm like, hold up. Everybody's gonna hear this before this song starts playing. I already feel it. Like, I feel it in my heart. I'm like, damn, son, where'd you find this? Dun, 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 dun. You know, he feels it in his heart. He feels it in his heart, man. It's gonna be on the radio playing banger after banger. It's going platinum. Apu knows. Young master, please hear me out. Check it out. And I was like, I ain't trying to hear this music, man. You know, you got the wrong person. You got the wrong person. Apo, you don't know when to quit. I mean, yo, when you're chasing the bag, when you're out here trying to chase that artist's life, there is no time to quit. People don't sleep. My man stays 24/7 committed to the vision, committed to the promise. Like, I'm going to make it out here as an artist regardless of what happens. I respect Apu, man. I respect him. I respect the vision. And here we see one of the numbers. He comes out. Kind of looks like Ashura Doji, or is it just me? With the hair. Looking like Ashura Doji, real talk. What was one of the numbers? Fuga. I know it's been a while, but I'm in a hurry. Fuga, I know it's been a while, but I'm in a hurry. So Yamato is familiar with numbers. Now, I was told last week that, I think it was last week. Yeah, it was. When we initially saw these numbers, somebody commented saying that these individuals could be the previous Wano samurai that were turned into numbers. So when they were imprisoned or they were captured, they were potentially given the gigantification experiments in the same way that we saw in Punk Hazard, but with the samurai. And that is a very, very fascinating theory. And here, seeing Yamato familiar with one of these individuals, it could very well be the case. So, shout out to that comment. Fuga, fuga. This is the second floor. Somebody's falling from the sky? The flame yokai is heading for the lower levels of the castle. Huh? Yamato looks up. What a cushion. Broke! Wait! CPC. Hold up! So Robin and Brooke, they fall on top of the cushions. Soft landing, but the most important thing to get out of this is CP. There they are. I see them. I see them! So is Yamato gonna box CP0, bro? By the fly. What a cushion. No, this is hair. And here we see CP0. They're playing no games. They're chasing after the target, son. They are chasing after the target. Oh, look at them, bro. They're swooping in from the skies. Yo, they're dropping. They're playing duos on Warzone. Like, yo, they got the pinpoint. I mean, they're going straight down. No parachutes needed. No parachutes needed, man. They're going down. They're coming. No choice but to fight. And they go like this. Huh? What in the world is that? Is that Contra? Is it Contra with the big, humongous, giant yokai thing? And y'all kept telling me this is the second week that y'all tried me in a row, man. Like, yo, no, man. Recon, there's no way that the giant yokai is gonna meet with Yamato. You know, that you don't see the vision. You don't see that Yamato's down here. Kanjuro's up there. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Kanjuro clearly coming in the vicinity of Yamato. I saw the vision. I saw the vision, man. What in the world is that? And here comes, the dude from CP0 that never... This dude's stoic face at all times. Looks over to the left. And I think even they get burned here by this massive thing. Here it comes. Dude. What? It's huge. We don't know what it's after, but it keeps going down. So it's heading for the bombs. The same thing that Yamato's heading for. I'm telling y'all, that moment between Kanjuro and Yamato is gonna hit different, man. It's gonna hit. This must be the flame yokai they're talking about. Yamato looks up. Pant. What the heck is that? It's going down. And it passes through walls? So she looks back. This is bad. If it keeps going, it'll set off an explosion midair. Exactly. So now she needs to stop that. She needs to stop Kanjuro from going down to the armory, because if not, that's going to be very bad. That things are going to explode. It's going to toss the whole thing into Flagnard. So the whole island will be gone. Fuga, I need your help with something. Fuga. So now one of the numbers is going to help Yamato, and this just further leads into that theory that this is really one of the previous samurai. So here we see Brook tap dancing. Okay, you see, that's what I love about Brook, man. Even whenever seeing a CP0 member, he stays true to himself. He's like, screw all this. I'm not afraid of Big Mom. I'm not afraid of CP0. Whoever wants it can get it. Simple as that. Simple as that, man. The CP0 agents are behind that wall of flames. Let's hurry. They'll be on our tails again soon. Look at this dude, bro. Flash, flash, flash. So he looks behind him. Is Apu taking pictures? Oh, he did, bro. Oh, Apu, you just messed up, dog. I'm all about chasing the bag. I'm all about going out there and trying to chase your artist dreams. Man, he might have just messed up, man. Lapdogs of the Celestial Dragon spotted in Kaido's castle. And he looks at both of them. What a scoop. Maybe I'll sell the story to big news. Morgans. After losing their middleman, Doflamingo, the government deals directly with. You should have... This dude is so broad. You should have kept your mouth shut. Apu, man, I believed in the vision. I believed in your dreams. I believed in it all. I loved it. I loved the whole thing. Should have kept it shut, man. Here we go. Snitches get stitches. CP0 said, this dude out of here. We're done. And he goes right in. It's over. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Bro, it didn't even give him a chance to breathe oxygen. I remember my boy took one little snippet of... That's all he did. He inhaled slightly and CP0 went right in. Took a soda right to this man's throat piece. Ugh. Bro, his throat is gone. Forget the singing career. Forget the singing career after that. Oh my God. Straight up. One finger's all it took. He speed blitzed him and just yakata. Apu! And Drake is looking like, hold up. So now I wonder what Drake's gonna say, because Drake is a part of them, right? Drake's a rear admiral. Drake is a member of Sword. And so sweet Flagnards, what's this competition about to be? Is Drake... Oh man, bro. This could be an awesome character moment coming for Drake. But Apu's in the ground. Drake. I hope you didn't assume that your true allegiance would remain a secret to CP0. If you already know, I'm dying to hear your excuse for being here. We're just handling pest control. These dudes are so goated, bro. They are way too goated. This man comes in. You see his finger just being like
Yeah, like he's trying to give a Kamehameha or something. These waves of energy coming out of this man's finger. Like, all right, hold up, relax. I gotta read the X, Drake. I hope you didn't assume that your true allegiance would remain a secret to CP0, implying that CP0 knows all. They have their ways of gathering this information no matter where it's coming from, no matter how far it's being hidden. Did you really think that this would remain a secret to even us? You know, the individuals that this is what we're here for, is to gather information. The strongest intelligence agency. These dudes have hands in all kinds of different cookies, in all kinds of different cookie jars. So, man, if you already know, I'm dying to hear your excuse for being here. And his response to that is, we're just handling pest control. That's nasty. That's a filthy line, bro. Goes in with the finger. Apu! Oh, the dreams are still alive! The dreams are still alive! Yo, this nigga, I'm not gonna lie, he's still, no, I legit thought it was over for Apu. And he said, screw all that. Boom, 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 boom. And he goes and straight up hits the member of CP0, sends him flying back. And government assassins, that friggin' hurt. And he's panting. Yo, he can still speak too. Okay, yo, Apu, I disrespected the vision. I disrespected the vision. Yo, he's straight up. Apu said, screw all this nonsense. No matter what you take down, you can't stop the heart of the music. Oh, you're still alive? Even X Drake is like, yo, you're still breathing oxygen? I can use arm and hockey, dog. These guys aren't getting off that easy, and I know you were a Marine. Cram it. Are we doing this or not? And the CP0 member gets up, but the other one's behind him, bro. He's just watching. He's observing this entire thing. Obviously, they picked a fight with me. You started it. You get the little ... Ooh, bro. When you see a ... before somebody and you can't see their face, that usually means that something crazy is about to go down. So, confirmation that for arm and hockey, they'll get what's coming to them. So here we see X Drake and Apu fighting against the CP0 agents. This was the last thing I was expecting. Even though I should have seen the X Drake and CP0 plotline coming, I was so caught up in Sanji being the one to clash with them after the Queen fight. And then, of course, seeing Broken, get his own piece of the action against these two as well. But it just never crossed my mind. First and foremost, the potential of Yamato from earlier, but that's not, of course, what's going on now. I mean, Yamato and Fuga heading off, trying to stop Contra. But now we have a tag team action. Now we got a 2v2 in Apu and X Drake versus the two CP0 agents, man. This is going to be nasty. Dude, I love this, man. I really, really do, because now we're going to see, where loyalties lie. Now we want information. Now we want answers. So I wonder what's going to happen here. And depending on what happens next time we come back to this, because my assumption is the next time, because, yeah, so we're going to something else after this. So my assumption is when we come back to this, we are going to be seeing the aftermath of this battle. So, or not the aftermath, but like where it is in that stage. And I'm going to assume that CP0 is going to be in complete control of the battle at that point in time. Like Apu's probably going to be down, Drake's probably going to be down, and CP0 is going to be flexing, because unless we've been gauging their strength wrong, but if I'm gauging it correctly, if my goat meter is going off in the right direction, I think these dudes are about it. So if these CP0 agents are truly on the level that I think they are, I think they're probably going to be very probably heavily wounded, but they're definitely going to be the ones that come out of the situation with the upper hand. So I'm curious on seeing where that goes when we cut back to this. And I do wonder if they're going to end up being unmasked, right? But regardless, let's continue. Outside. See, I saw the little skull and I was like, hold up, are we going to the goat or are we going to the other goat? So apparently we're going to the other goat. Outside, Zoro versus King. And here we see Momonosuke still holding up the island on the right panel. In the left, we see Pteranodon King in the air. Oh my goodness. And this is, of course, right after the conversation with Sanji that Zoro had last week. And here comes King. So it looks like King still has that piece of his helmet. What in the flying flat? He like squeezes his head. What is he doing, bro? What is this man? He like squeezes. It looks like a gun. He squeezes his head. He's like pulling on this thing like in a Looney Tune. He's just pulling onto it. Zoro, he's like, is that thing supposed to be pulled back like that? That's what I'm stressing. That's what I'm stressing. What in the flying flag is going on? So he grabs the piece right here on top, pulls. This looks very, very, very funny. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that face. Tempura. And it's like, it comes out the speed of sound. It snaps. Pura, head comes flying. Hold up. Udon. And you see this projectile come straight towards Zoro. I don't know if Zoro managed to dodge that. That thing came down at the speed of sound, son. That thing came down at the speed of sound. That was on like a Cuphead boss type of thing, man. So he grabs the top, goes in, he pulls it, and then it comes out just extremely, extremely fast. I mean, it snaps. So it's like, it's being held. You see like the little trembling things, the squiggly lines, indicating that it's like unstabilized. This thing, if it's let loose, it's going to do some damage. And so it's let loose. And you see Zoro's facial expression. You know this thing is coming in at full speed. Udon. So tempura udon. Goes right in. Zoro, I think, was able to do it. I couldn't block it. It's like a beam. This man's out here firing lasers. Just like prehistoric times. That's how pteranodons hunted their prey. I mean, I'm not sure if pteranodons are doing all that. I'm not sure pteranodons were out here, pulling on their head, putting it to the... Hey, whatever floats your boat, King. Whatever floats your boat, bro. So Zoro sits there. We get an awesome panel of Zoro, regaining his composure, regaining his fighting stance. Is that so? He's still panting? Oh, man. Yo, here we go. 360 caliber Phoenix. So fires that thing over towards King. If I can find a way to reach him, I'm just wasting my energy. I suppose Pteranodons flew with fire on their backs, too. No. Get your story straight. He's like, yo, Zoro's out here trying. He's like, all right, man, you know what? I'm hit you with this woody one left. I suppose Pteranodons flew with their fire on their backs, too. And King's like, oh, nah, man, that's just me. That's just me. That's all me. That's individualism. You know what I'm saying? That's all me. Zoro's like, yo, get your story straight, man. What we got going on? Stay consistent. That bastard's talking down to me. I've got to knock him out. I've got to knock him out of the sky before I run out of steam. 3 sword style. What in the world is that? You see a dragon coming up behind him, and that thing is moving. It's got a life of his own, so he brings this out. Oh, it's with Enma. Title of the chapter, being Odin's beloved sword. 3 sword style. You see a dragon coming out of this thing. I mean, the aura. I mean, look at this stance. He's got the stance going down in his mouth. Ooh, he's holding that stance. He's going up here. Ooh, that's a nice stance. So he's going in. You've got the dragon on top. King looks down. You got the exclamation points. Kalatsura, great dragon twister. So now he goes down and he hits him. Now King is going to receive the same technique that Kaido used. That Kaido got hit by. Kalatsura, great dragon twister. And you see the damage that it's doing, sending him up into the Flagnards. He's blocking with his wings. And Zoro looks behind him. This panel looks really cool. He looks behind to King. So dinosaurs are basically like dragons. Big lizards with tough hides. Very well put. You're not wrong. But I'm on another level. Yo, King is like, hold up, bro. You're right. That's exactly what dinosaurs are. They're basically just like dragons. But you got one thing wrong, player. You got one thing wrong around these streets. I'm on a different level. Whatever you faced up until this point in time, I'm different. I move different. They don't compare to me.
Don't worry, I'll give you a chance and use my blade instead. So King comes down in regular form and brings out this massive blade that takes 3 blades to block. You're not the only one that craves a good duel. Yo, King is filthy. Not a drop of blood after all these attacks. He still has movable wings in this form. They're not just for show, but I haven't seen him fly with them. And the flames on his back are still burning. I thought he got those features from his fruit, but I guess not. Does he have fishman or giant blood? It was probably a race I never heard of. The Lunarians, Zoro! The Lunarians! So, King comes in. It looks like he thrusts him forward. Sends him flying. I don't think I can win. Did that really just come out of Zoro's mind? Wow. Man, has my boy ever stated these words? I don't think I can win. As he hits the ground in pain and looks up at King, who's barely damaged. It's like, yo, I don't think I can win this. Oh man, are we about to get like a Zoro moment this week? Like Sanji got his moment last week? From a character standpoint? Without knowing what he is. And he's panting. What's that sound? A shamisen? No way. A shamisen? Hiyori? A shamisen? Yo, Zoro plus shamisen. We saw what happened at the beginning of this arc. That man turned into an old menace. So Zoro gets powered up by the like me. So hold on, this is either Hiyori or something crazy's happening here. What's that sound? A shamisen? No way. We look back to his blade, and I believe this is Enma here, that is like flaming a little bit, or like some sort of aura is coming out of it. With Enma, it's Enma. So here we have Enma sucking out all this energy out of his arm. And we see that it's like some sort of aura, this smoke, this flame is coming out of it. Enma! And he looks down. Dome interior treasure depository. Is that a shaman? Oh, everybody's here. We get Hiyori. So it's Hiyori. It's Hiyori. I mean, it brings powers. How could it not? When you have a banger like that, listen, man, music brings power. Music brings power, man. Regardless of whether you are out there listening to it all in unison in a concert, or whether you're just by yourself, it has a lot of power, man. You know, being able to recollect memories and bring you back to a certain point in the past, have you feel certain things. Music is very powerful, right? But this one right here, this one gets the blood. Come on. It's the theme of Wano. So the shamisen starts playing. The shamisen starts playing. Zoro, I mean, it looks like memories are collected within the blade. And it's like, yo, hold on, that's my wife. Zoro's like, hold up, I gotta tighten up. That's my wife. That's my wife. She's here. I can't let my wife down, man. I can't let her down, son. So Enma starts acting up. He's like, whoa, I mean, he's losing it. He's losing it, man. I mean, you see it. You see it in the beads. He's like, Enma. So here we go back to Orochi. And he says, is that a shamisen? That's absurd. We're in a war zone. Oh, that's a confirmation there. We're heading into the war zone. You know what I'm saying, man? Love me some war zone. What kind of trick is this? It's coming from the next room. It's like, oh, it's bright. Someone's here. Is it an enemy? Did they track me down? He looks over. What? Ko. And there she is. Ko Murasaki. Finally, chapter 1004 was the last time we saw this character. With the end of that chapter going into hiatus. We saw the person crying. Finally, seeing her. Here, it looks like it took all that time. But she's here. She's playing the shamisen. Unmasked. unmasked Hiyori. Am I dreaming? Or did I pass to the other side? I've yearned for you every night since what happened. I couldn't get you out of my head. Ah, man, now she's gonna reveal to him the truth. Likewise, my lord. All I want is for us to spend the rest of our lives together. If this is a dream, I don't want to wake up. Oh, trust me, you do. Nah, don't tell me it's the end of the chapter. It's the end of the flipping chapter, man. So here we go. Hiyori, 110%, is about to reveal who she truly is to Orochi next chapter as she obliterates this man. She's gonna pwn this man, send him to the high flag darts. But man, hold up. Likewise, all I want is for us to spend the rest of our lives together. This is a dream I don't want to wake up. So Orochi's super hyped. He doesn't know the truth. He's excited. Let me look at some of these color pages. So, Enma, Shamisen, we're ready. We are ready for some Hiyori action. We're ready for Zoro's wife to go up and leg swimwear. So now I'm very interested because we're going to have all this stuff popping off at the same time. And Enma started reacting to the Shamisen. So that is very, very interesting. So now, for the second there, I was like, are we ending the act? So, awesome stuff. So let me go back to this chapter for a sec because a couple things went down here. So we have the Apu, Drake, and CP0 stuff. That is going to be very fascinating. I cannot wait to see how all of that plays out. In regards to the conversation between CP0 and X Drake, we're gonna get to see exactly how powerful the CP0 agents are, and what kind of techniques they're going to be using here. I mean, I'm going to assume they're going to use very similar techniques to what we saw with the CP9 agents, but I look forward to seeing how they're going to do it. Some of those panels, like whenever he went in and straight up hit this man Apu, that was nasty. So we'll see what happens there with those two. I do wonder if they're going to end up being unmasked there. Yamato, of course, now officially taking Fuga to go do something in order to stop Kanjuro from going all the way down in his giant yokai state. So very exciting stuff there. Looking forward to the eventual conversation between the two of them because that is going to end up being a very beautiful moment. Considering that Yamato is currently carrying the title of Odin, we definitely do need somebody who truly loved those individuals, the scabbards, who just read about them. Wasn't there actually to experience it with, but read about them, to come face to face with Kanjuro and be like, yo, why? And for what purpose are you doing this? Didn't you serve under Kozuki Odin? And so I want to see the conversation between Yamato and Kanjuro, because it really is going to be something special. So Robin and Brooke continue moving. Let's see. They keep moving. They're out of there. Apu, Drake stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun when we get back to that. Then we go back to Zoro versus King. Now, this stuff I did not expect. King is a monster. King is a monster. I think I was underestimating King in terms of how monstrous he was. I was already going as far as to say he might end up being the strongest commander we've seen so far in terms of what we potentially might see out of him, right? Just in terms of pure raw strength, right? This dude might end up being the top of the top, and he's Kaido's right hand, right? So I was really looking forward to seeing how he was going to go about this, and I wanted to see what lengths he was going to go in regards to showing off his strength here against Zoro. And how far he was willing to go, how far his loyalties go and whatnot. I really wanted to know more. And so Zoro is also very interested on what race he's coming from. He doesn't know he comes from the Lunarians and whatnot. So King, still masked to a certain extent, is going extremely hard, man. I mean, he is popping off. Zoro is hitting this man with multiple different techniques, and he's just... King is getting wrecked, or Zoro's getting wrecked, and King's just brushing it off. So now Zoro's going to need full power Enma with the Shamisen in order to take him out here. So Zoro clearly says, I don't think I can win. So at this point in time, without whatever's about to happen now,
he didn't think that he could win this. So this is very, very interesting stuff. Because what this showcases is that we're going to get potentially a scenario with Zoro where he looks back on these words, on the whole "I don't think I can win" side of things. And I wonder how he's going to attack that mindset once again. Because now, a swordsman is always looking for new ways, new techniques that they can build on and continue to progress forward as you reach towards the pinnacle, right? So they're always trying to learn new things, which is why Zoro really wants to learn what race King comes from, in order to gauge, what sort of techniques can come out of this, right? Like what do they utilize? Whatever he is, I'm not familiar with it. Even asked about the flames and the pteranodons and all that stuff, and it was comedic, but I'm sure that was him just trying to, understand what exactly is going on here in regards to King and who he actually is. He doesn't understand. Like, is he a giant? Is he a fishman? But it's neither of those things. So King, continuing to be as filthy as he is, stands in front of him. And that's when Zoro's like, yo, I don't think I can win. So I look forward to seeing what his response is going to be to that after this entire Enma thing. Because once he looks down at Enma and he looks over at King, and they have the next portion of their battle, I wonder what this is leading towards for a Zoro character moment standpoint. Because, like I said at the beginning of this fight, one of the things that had me most excited for it was that I thought we would get to see both right-hand men, Kaido's right hand and Luffy's right hand, give it everything they have for the individuals that are currently fighting on the roof. In terms of, I wanted to see where the loyalties lie, where we're at. We know how far Zoro is willing to go for Luffy. We saw that even just in chapter 10:10. But in King, I really wanted to see just how loyal he is. And because one of the things that Zoro could have utilized in order to defeat King is his undying will, right? To not only become the world's strongest swordsman, but to ensure that the rest of his crew is good by taking out this one dude, right? So where his loyalties lie, that by itself will take him to wherever the Flying Flounders is going to go in order to overcome this individual. But one of the things that had me most excited for this battle was to see where King's loyalties were at. Because if King is as loyal to Kaido as Zoro is to Luffy, and he's willing to go all out and risk his life too, and put his life on the line for the cause, then that's even more dangerous than anything else. He's willing to do everything and anything, right? So we're about to see that from both of these fighters here. And so really excited to see what happens whenever we come back to this, because I want to see King's reaction to what's happening with Enma, and I most certainly want to see what Zoro is going to do with Enma here. I mean, we know what he's capable of doing because we saw it on Roof Piece, but I want to see what he's going to do in regards to, utilizing Enma to possibly it's the best extent that we've seen him use it so far in the upcoming battle. I just wonder what Oda's going for in regards to this battle, and what kind of character moment we're going to get with Zoro as he reigns victorious here, and with King as well. I want to know where this is all leading towards at this point in time, because I can't really put the pieces together in mind, because losing my mind here, man. Crazy week. But Shamisen starts playing, Enma goes crazy, and Orochi finds Hiyori. So now that Hiyori's here, it's safe to assume that she will be the one to take out Orochi, which is something I've been wanting to see for a while. And it's great because I believe it was chapter 932, all the way back then, that the Komurasaki and I believe that was 932. Let me see. That the Komurasaki stuff started happening with Kyoshiro. Let me see, 932. Yeah. 932, Shogun and the Oidan. See, that's some really cool stuff. Oda is able to do stuff like that. So, 100 chapters since the standoff between the two of them. Exactly 100 chapters. That's kind of wild. But yeah, man. Awesome stuff this week. Fun stuff. Just leading us towards where the next parts of this arc are going to go. And the most fascinating part for me here is, of course, what's going to happen here with Komurasaki and Orochi. I know she's been wanting to take this dude out for so many years, and she's lived through it, right? She's been here as the other ones were sent forward into the future. She lived through all these years, man. So if she pwns this dude, it's going to be extremely satisfying. And now I also wonder what Enma's gonna what we're gonna see from Enma here. Zoro versus King and upcoming stuff. I mean, when Zoro's stating stuff like he can't win, that's how you know King's on a different level. So super excited to see Zoro's character moments here as he overcomes King, and of course the stuff with CP0 and Apu and Drake and whatnot, and of course Yamato and Kanjuro. But regardless, we move. A great chapter to lead us off here on chapter 1000 week or episode 1000 weekend. Super fun stuff, man. I hope y'all have an awesome day. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's chapter in the comments section down below. But until next time, y'all have an awesome one. Take care. One Piece greatness, y'all.